then we're gonna wrap up this show. Favorite Michael Jackson song. I was listening to Billie Jean, Bad, Beat It, Thriller, I Wanna Rock With You, Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Wanna Be Starting Something, You Rock My World, Remember the Time, even with the Jackson 5. What is your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Jesus, I'll take this one. Jesus, PSP, what are you doing? Uh, my God,
Hey man, entertainment
you
content.
ain't, bro. I mean, you just, boy, you trying to ask somebody what's your favorite song of the GOAT? Like, my God, because yeah, because you just make there's so many, there's so many. I mean, I don't if there's one that I would have to single out that no is like okay if I just had to have one like if we go back in the days with like the burning CDs and all that other stuff if there was just one like I just had to have on like the majority of like my R&B pop playlist if there's one Michael Jackson song that I can't go a pop CD and not put on there if I had to single out one who it would probably it would probably be Billie Jean. If I had to single out one, it would probably be Billie Jean. Just the 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 tempo. Just I mean, like Michael Jackson is one of those like his legacy will never ever die. No matter how much time passes on, his legacy will live on forever. For me, he as far as musically, he's the GOAT entertainer. Nobody comes close. I see all these TikTok videos where these crazy ass people are talking about Taylor Swift is entering Michael Jackson's popularity. And I just want to slap each and every one of them who say Taylor Swift is entering Michael Jackson popularity. They are insane and they all need to be slapped thoroughly. Taylor Swift would probably tell you ain't no way in hell she's entering Michael Jackson territory in terms of popularity. There's just no, just no. There's no. I had to get that off my chest because that is one of the most laughable takes. Like in my entirety of TikTok, which is really since about 2020, that is the funniest take I have ever heard in my life since I've done TikTok. Is Taylor Swift is entering Michael Jackson popularity territory? I'm like, y'all must be joking. There's no way. No way.
What about Chris Brown?
If there's one,
You
I just
had to throw in Chris Brown.
That's
you had to
disgusting.
get on hot
I got
take
to
Kenny.
ask.
That's
Yo,
Is
disgusting.
shout,
it because of hot
no,
take Kenny?
no,
Is it
yes,
because of
I was
hot
no,
about
take
to say,
Kenny?
no,
No,
shout
no.
out to
Not
because
even
the
him.
difference is
Not even
Michael
him.
Jackson
No.
concerts. Look up those old videos of his concerts. There are people passing out,
Crying.
cold, crying. His popularity was so insane. This story, and I will always remember this. He had to literally buy out in an entire grocery store and hire actors to act like shoppers so he could have an experience to feel like what it was to be normal because he couldn't do that because if he did, that whole place would get swarmed by hundreds of people in a span of 5 minutes. Like popularity wise, and I'm not trying to steal your thunder, BRF, but I'll just say this. Thank you for bringing up that Taylor Swift thing. Do not get me wrong. Taylor Swift, I have nothing against Taylor Swift,
No,
artist,
exactly.
what
Facts.
she's done in her career, unbelievable. That you could have that argument. But they set this standard to assume like if you look at the history of like the awards, the accomplishments, Michael Jackson surpasses Taylor Swift by miles
Miles.
because by the time even Taylor Swift got like even half of the accomplishments that Michael Jackson has, MJ had already done all of that and done it times 5. So there's really like People that say that just don't understand like how insane Michael Jackson was. That's the problem. And I'm not trying to disrespect like Taylor Swift. She's popular, but she was not on the level of Michael Jackson.
Nor will she
Like,
ever be.
What about
and she,
Beyonce? What if someone told you Beyonce?
Nope.
that's
Nope.
no,
Nope.
she.
Nope.
Oh, listen,
Oh,
Beyonce is
Nope.
my girl. I love
Nope.
Beyonce. I love Beyonce. That's my girl right there. But no,
No.
it, it's just I don't because you have to think about it. Because if we're comparing it, we have to. I look at it in three ways: what you were able to accomplish with your music, your impact globally, and the legacy you lived. And I think if we're comparing the three, I don't think Beyonce has done that. Even though Beyonce has broken the Grammy records and has done all that in her career, I just don't think it's ever going to get close to what Michael Jackson did. That's just my opinion. And like, I've heard people try to, and the thing is, I've heard people try to do this with multiple things. Like this, who is it? It was BTS, this like K-pop group. They were trying to say that same thing for them, that they were going to do that. The difference is for me, when we're talking again, Michael Jackson, you can go anywhere in the world and put on a Michael Jackson song, and you'll have about 20 people know what the heck it is. Like, that's what I consider. Like, if you go to some random remote part of the world, if you put on a Michael Jackson song, I bet you'll have someone who at least knows what the name of it is. Like, if we're, because I think that's how much of an impact he had on the world, especially. Like, that's why people, again, to this day, always have like, when they released all those projects right after he died, it was like, you know, what if Michael was still alive? Like, what more could he have accomplished? And the answer is he could have accomplished way more, but you know, I just don't think anyone's gonna be able to ever touch the legacy that he had on the music industry.
What was your favorite song from him, Grant?
So the problem is, again, this is harder for me because he has so many great songs. But this one, not a lot of people really think of, but it's just my personal favorite. It's Dangerous from his 91 album.
yeah.
Oh, I like your style, bruh.
It's just like the way the songs start. It's just like, it's not like how a normal song of his would start. And then it just like, they immediately start with the bass and you hear, and it's like you hear him whispering and he's like, the girl was bad. The girl is, and you know, and it hits right into this. It's beautiful all the way around. It's such a good song. Just for me personally, I think that's one of his best works, and it's extremely underrated work, at least from my eyes.
Dangerous is very underrated. I agree with you.
His 91 album is extremely underrated. It's a lot of people because we got to understand. I'm double checking this, so I'm not. This album not only had that song, it had "Remember the Time," "Heal the World," "Black or White," "Who Is It," "Gone Too Soon," and "Jam," all on one album.
God.
I can read the whole list right now. So this is the whole album. "Jam," "Why You Want to Trip on Me," "In the Closet," "She Drives Me Wild," "Remember the Time," "Can't Let It Get Away," "Heal the World," "Black or White," "Who Is It," "Give It to Me," "Will You Be There," "Keep the Faith," "Gone Too Soon," and "Dangerous." That's all on one album.
Oh my God.
Damn.
Oh my
That's
God.
all on one album.
You forget how many bangers he had on that album. Oh my God.
That's on one album.
Big Champ. Favorite
Man,
birthday song.
man, shoot, I can't, bro. Grant, man, look, I salute you.
Boy, we all salute
Yeah.
him.
I mean, you're not gonna get a better segment than that on music. Hell, man, one of the hidden gems, and I'm gonna go back to the Dangerous album, man. Who Is It was a hit, man. You know, I mean, Who Is It was real good, and it was so underrated. And when it came, you know, it came with a doom, 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 doom. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you how many people I'd have made mad when I was back at the bear because I used to turn it up loud just so you could hear. So shout out to the 178. My bad, guys. But Man, who is it, man? And I gotta say another one, man. I gotta say anything for money. Anything for money. That was a man, and I think he was a way ahead of his time when he made that damn song because man, when you look at the stuff that's happening these days, it's ugly. I'm
I don't
just
know.
being real.
No, you ain't lying there,
You ain't
champ.
lying.
Favorite Michael Jackson song? I got a bunch of them. Got to be starting something. I just like the beat, and then don't stop till you get enough. But you rock my world. I love that track. I love him and Chris Tucker. The music
That video.
video. Yeah, man, that was cool. But Mike, man, Mike had all them dance moves, the moonwalk, the glitter. Like, oh my god, man, Grant, you're not exaggerating when you talked about how people were like they were literally crying to see Michael on stage. Like, my stepfather told me stories about how the ladies back in them days, how they were feeling with Michael because they were so tuned in to see what Michael was going to do. I mean, the dance moves and all that type of stuff, man. And also, too, I love the one with him and Janet.
Scream? Yes.
Yes.
Scream.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot
Scream,
about
yes.
Scream.
Yes. Don't
Yes.
forget
Oh,
Scream.
Yes.
I mean, Janet Jackson, too. Oh my God, I was listening to that All For You album. Oh, man. Janet, man. The two of them with their dancing, Michael and Janet. Oh my God. That's just fun, man. But and we
What's
got
your
one
favorite video by them though? I mean, what's your favorite video? I gotta ask that.
Michael.
Yeah.
For Michael, I would say Thriller. I love Thriller, no question about it. And from Janet, either All For You or Control.
All right.
Yeah. Or she did one with there was Jennifer Lopez in it. I can't remember the name of the song. That's the way love goes. I think that's the name of the song.
Yes, that's it. That's the one. That's the one.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the one.
And people forget J Lo back in them days too. Remember?
My girl.
She was a fly girl.
Yeah, can dance too. Let's not forget that.